Hello, beautiful. In today's podcast episode, I want to talk to you about the extreme importance of your desires, why you want to reignite your desires, especially if you are business owner, but it's important for every woman, and no matter what position, what stage, what do you do in life, it doesn't matter. Reigniting your desires is important, but I'm going to lead you with my own example as a business owner. So during the times we get into the state of funk, right? There is things like a burnout that become a reality, and you drag yourself out of bed to wake up and put the shoes on, go do work and do the work, come back home, go to sleep and do it all over again, and there's no excitement in your life. But have you even asked yourself, what are my desires? What is it that I am wanting? I know I don't want to do that. I know I don't want to live this monotonous routine that is just depleting you, right? But have you even asked yourself, what is it that you do want? And here's the kicker. A lot of people don't even know what they want. Or if they do, they don't believe in possibility that it is possible for them to achieve those desires. It's almost like in this fantasy world where they believe they'll never get. And so if you are living in that state, I'm sorry to break it to you, you're going to suffer through the rest of your life unless you break through that invisible wall in your own mind that you have built for yourself and get to the place where you say, you know what, I'm making a decision right now that this dream that I thought was not possible for me is now going to be achievable for me. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I know I will one day, and the universe will show it to me. When I actually just have gone through a period of a little bit of an energetic reset and funk, and I have gotten outside of my normal routine, and I guess I am kind of in this between stage where I wasn't able to create a new process for myself. And so I've gotten into this place where I am not already here, but I'm not yet there. And this in-between state is very uncomfortable state, and it has gotten me into the state of funk. And the only way out of funk is to be excited about something new, about something else. So even this morning, I was scrolling through some of the apartments that are available for rent, and I thought, oh, would it be nice to have an opportunity to have an apartment in this area, so that way I don't have that long commute. So I started seeing what's available. I started seeing different options and started entertaining different options, and it has led me to this new thought that wasn't even in my mind before. It was, as more of a fantasy kind of world. And I thought, what if I live in this building at this apartment? Are there any apartments available in this downtown hotel? I've stayed in Trump in Chicago, and they had these beautiful residences, and I thought to myself back then, how amazing would that be to live in a hotel / apartment environment, use all the hotel amenities, be downtown, be walkable distance to all the restaurants. So I started entertaining this idea. It's just an idea. It's just a play. It's just a fantasy. And this is the moment when I decided, what if it is not just a fantasy? What if it is possible? Like, what goes into actually living downtown here, right? And so I started researching, and only to discover that there are apartments in that hotel, that there are some for sale, that they're not outrageously expensive as I originally thought they were, that they are achievable, doable, and now it is my fuel and it is my goal. And maybe, I'm now connecting to me working and achieving my goals to that dream that I have now, right? And so now I'm fired up. Now I'm connected. Now I'm like, okay, I have my fuel why I am getting my ass up in the morning and working hard and going through all this suffering and like doing the hard work, right? And dealing with all the nonsense. That's why now I have a new dream. And so the reason why I was in funk is because I was disconnected from my dream. I was disconnected from my dream. I didn't know where I was going. I was in the state of no flow, meaning there was no end goal in mind. And as in, I know what I need to be doing, but I'm not excited to do the thing. Like there is that why that is missing, right? There is that why, that fuel. I knew that I need to do this and go that, and like even the amount of money to make wasn't even motivating me because I'm like, okay, so what? Right? And it's like, oh, now I know why I need the money. Now I know how much money I need. Now I know what for I need the money. So that is your key. That is why your desire is a fuel for your life. It's going to lead you to places where you never thought were possible for you. If you're allowed to this beautiful unfolding of your desires to lead the way, to show you the way, because the only reason that you will succeed in life and you will get through the uncomfortable action is if you have strong enough why. And your why is gonna lose its power and you're gonna disconnect from it. And it's gonna be this journey of disconnecting and connecting and disconnecting and connecting to that why again. And so same thing with business owners. Business owners are just going through the motions without spending the time connecting to as to why they're going through the motions. That is why burnout happens, because they're just giving. They're not replenishing. They're not excited to go do things. It just doesn't seem fun to them. There's no time. And it's just like they're living in this not excited environment, which I slip myself into from time to time, and it is very normal. Just know it is very normal to be like that. It is very normal. So when you are in that environment of no desire, when you are in that environment that nothing excites you, if you are in that environment that, for example, for me, Camper Van a month ago was such an exciting idea, and I had these dreams of like, okay, I'm gonna go to nature and like get away from everyone and go see the mountains, and now I'm in a state. When I was in a state of funk, even when my husband offered me like, you want to go look at camper vans? Let's go look. Like let's get. Let's do something that excites you. And that wasn't even exciting. And it was like, meh, I don't want it. Right. So it is reconnecting to your desire is really that invisible life force that leads you through the process of life itself, right? And you do get disconnected from your desire, and your main work is to get back and connect to that desire again. That is why I stress the importance of the morning work, because that is when you ask questions. Why am I not happy? Why am I not excited? What's bothering me? Why this desire was fueling me up just a week ago, and now I am not feeling excited about this anymore. And so reconnecting, it's an ongoing process. It's an ongoing soul search. Soul search never stops. You will disconnect and reconnect, disconnect and reconnect. That even if you hire the best coach in the world, nobody will help you to have this steady goal. Like they will teach you to be motivated and excited and work but nobody's gonna besides you. You are in charge of your own desire, and that's your fuel. And that's your fuel. So your main job is to really get very clear and sit in the morning and get a cup of coffee and really journal or do the steps that I teach in the Love Goddess Academy for the morning procedure to get you reconnected to that desire, to clear out the energy, to answer some questions that are not you're not receiving answers for. That is why it's very important. Now, my love, we are hosting a beautiful workshop called Fall in Love with Yourself, and getting connected to your desire is the number one principle of falling in love with yourself. Because even if I tell you to fall in love with yourself, and you're going to ask me why? Why do I need to fall in love with yourself? So that is going to be fueled by the desire why you want to be in love with yourself, because you want to see yourself beautiful in the mirror, because you want respect for others, because you do want to feel deserving of all the wonderful things in life, because you do want to get out of this negative environment that you are being surrounded by, because you do want to really start improving your level of happiness and satisfaction with your life, right? And so that is your why. What is your desire? What is the exact desire behind falling in love with yourself? What is that exact desire? Are you trying to, to go back into dating world? Are you trying to fall back in love with your husband, or have your husband fall back in love with you? Well, the only path to that is through falling in love with yourself. So find your own why, find your own desire, because desire, yet again, is the number and only one principle that's going to lead you. That's your why for living, period. Right? So we will talk so much more in depth about your why, about how to get to your why during the workshop that we will be hosting. We'll be hosting it at 7 p.m. with me live. And if you go ahead and register for the workshop, you and I will get the opportunity to spend time together, answer your questions. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so exciting. So I can't wait to host that workshop. Fall in love with yourself. I will drop the registration link in the description, and I can't wait to see you there. Thanks, guys.